Okay. Should be all good. Thank you for doing this, by the way. I'm
Oh
very
yeah,
much appreciate it.
no worries. Thanks for uh, doing the last minute
No,
thing as well.
of course, dude. Anytime, anytime. Um, so I'm just gonna start the interview with pretty much how's your day going? What's I know you don't. What stop are you on for the tour right now, or where are you like right now in the U.S.?
Right now, so we played in New Haven, Connecticut last night, and we're playing in Detroit tomorrow.
Mm,
So we've just stopped like halfway. We don't have a show today. We've just stopped halfway
mm,
and found a hotel to like have kind of showers and stuff.
that's good. Just like
Um, yeah, I don't know where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's called I don't know how you pronounce it. Like, where it looks like it's Dubois, but it's probably not pronounced like that in America. It's probably Dubois or something.
yeah,
It's
some
in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Oh.
Like, there's like nothing here. It's like I don't even know why there's a hotel here because there's nothing around. But um, so yeah, we're just here trying to find food and stuff. So
That's good. That's good. This is your first like I know you toured with Paramore in like across the U.S. in 2023, but this is
yeah.
your this is like is this your first major like headline U.S. tour like this decade? And like how's that been for you so far? I know you haven't played many shows yet, but like it must be like surreal coming back headlining in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I guess you're right. Yeah, it probably
Yeah,
was
because of COVID
like
and all that.
2019 or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know. Yeah, we did um the Just Like Heaven festival,
Yeah.
which we just did this year as well. We did that in maybe 21 or 22. But yeah, yeah. I guess you're right. This is the first kind of proper headline tour for quite a while. No, it's been good so far. Yeah, like we it was weird because we had to split the tour in two. Originally, it was going to be like just one tour, and then we got this award in the UK called
Mm-hmm.
the Ivor Novello Award, and it was like in the middle of the tour, so we changed it. So then we did um the California show and the Mexico show like just before that, and then went home and then came back to the US. So yeah, there's been a lot of kind of back and forth, crazy traveling at the moment. So I'm probably looking a little tired, I'm sure. But the shows, yeah, so far on this run have been good. We've done four shows I think so far. Yeah, it's been going well. It's been fun. It's been fun.
Nice. Do you have a memory like a memory in the U.S. that like stands out to you like specifically, or any like core memory? I'd say.
Ah, I don't know. I don't know where to begin. Like we've spent so much time here in like the 20 years, 21
Mm-hmm.
years, I think that I've been doing this. I remember like our manager at the time when we were starting out was he was really keen for us to come to the US and start playing shows as soon as possible. So it was one of the first places we came to. It was probably 2004, and like yeah, the album wasn't out. I don't even know if we'd made the album at that point.
Oh my god.
Um, but we came and we just did. I think we just did like a show in New York, or maybe a couple of shows in New York, and a couple of one in Philadelphia, I think, and then we went to LA. I think we did a couple of shows there, and they were just kind of really like small like club shows and things. And yeah, and that was like super exciting at the time, like just being like really young and coming to America with our band to play shows for the first time. Um, and then yeah, after that, then we started coming back really regularly. We'd usually do. I think we probably do like three tours per album in general. So yeah, we'd be coming to the US like multiple times a year. So yeah, like kind of cumulatively, we'd probably be spending like 2 months of every year in the US. So um, yeah, so like it feels like I've spent. So, we made an album over here in the US as well. So um, yeah, it feels like over the course of 20 years, I've probably spent several years in the US. So it's hard to kind of like pick out moments. There's so many things. I could probably kind of talk for a long time if we kind of go chronologically. But yeah, it's certainly like those like yeah from the beginning. Those first couple of shows were really fun, and those first kind of few trips to New York, I remember them being really fun. We were always kind of playing in kind of club shows, and I used to really enjoy that environment where people were kind of coming out to dance as well as see a band. So yeah, they were certainly some good initial memories.
I was about to say, I think I seen like old. It'd always be like New York, yeah, like East Coast, where like in
Mhm.
2004 it'd be like Block Party set 2004, and I just like watched it on YouTube. And was that those initial like touring moments? Was that your first time in America, or have you come like on like vacation before that, like just like a random off point, or?
Yeah, I've been to the US twice before that. I went to like California and Vegas with my family when I was like 8 or something.
Oh,
Yeah, we came for like a 3 week kind of family holiday. Like we never really like traveled far when I was young, and I remember, yeah, my parents kind of saved up for years because they kept being like, oh, we're going to go to Disneyland, and then yeah, they couldn't afford it. It's like, hey, next year we'll go to Disneyland, and but yeah, but we made it in the end, and that was like our big family holiday, and then I came once when I was, I think, like just after I turned 18. It was actually really weird. Um, it was quite out of character for me. Like I was out clubbing with some friends in London, and we made friends with this like random guy who was traveling on his own, and he was like really sweet, and so he just kind of joined our friendship group for the night. And then and he was from Atlanta in Georgia,
mm,
and he was and he said, oh, you should come out and visit, and we kind of swapped. I don't know what we swapped at that point. I'm trying to think what year it was, like 2000. I guess I had an email then. Yeah, I must have had an email then. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Oh yeah, no, because my I think my granddad had just died like shortly around that time, and he'd left me a bit of money. Um, and so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna like fly to America and go and see this guy like for a few days and hang out. Um, yeah, and so yeah, like it was quite random, like because we'd only like met in this club for one
mm,
night, and then I was flying out to a country just to like hang out with this guy and his friends. Um, but yeah, they were cool, and
yeah.
yeah, I went to Atlanta, and then we did like a little road trip, and I think we drove to Florida. I guess that's next to Atlanta, right?
Yeah,
Georgia. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a doable drive. Yeah, so we had like a little kind of like random road trip. Um, so yeah, that was weird because I never did stuff like that before or after. So
Just one off time.
yeah, very random. But yeah, so that yeah, they were my only American experiences prior to that, and then yeah, but then like I said, once we started doing Block Party, then yeah, then we started coming to the US like, all the time, and now I haven't been to every state, but I think I've been to like 47 or 48
Yeah,
states.
I mean,
We've almost covered them all. So
yeah. There's some states where it's just like it's just out of it, like Alaska, and like, oh
yeah,
yeah.
we haven't been there. We had one time we had an offer to play there, and it didn't work out for some reason, and I was really bummed because
Mm,
I thought it would be cool to go there once. We did do Hawaii, which I didn't think
nice.
we'd ever get to. we were doing an Australian tour
Oh, yeah.
and then a US tour straight after. And so I was like, we've got to book a Hawaii show. Like it's literally on the way. Like we can stop and it'll break up the flight and stuff. And so we managed to do it. So we didn't get to spend any time in Hawaii, unfortunately. We kind of landed and did the show and then left again. So yeah, it was like I've technically been, but we didn't really see any. But yeah, still counts. So.
Yeah. You said you did. So did you when your parents booked a trip to Disneyland? So did you go to Disneyland that first initial like trip?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I remember it really well because I was like planning for it for several years. Um, and so yeah, I remember it was like the 35th anniversary of Disneyland, which probably shows how old I am because I think it's like the 70th or the 75th anniversary now. Um, but yeah, my grandparents had been like, I don't know, in the 70s maybe or the early 80s. And they still had the theme park map from when they'd been, and so yeah, I used to kind of like obsessively look at like the Disneyland map because I was like, oh, we're gonna go one day, we're gonna go, and then yeah, so then we did go, and I was like, yeah, I know where everything is, like let's go to Space Mountain and stuff. So, but yeah, no, we did go. So.
And I'm assuming you've been to Disney World.
I don't know. I haven't
Oh,
never been
you
to
haven't
the
been to Disney World.
Orlando. We haven't
Dang.
we played in Florida like a few times, but we haven't played there much. So yeah, I haven't had
Oh.
the opportunity. I went to Universal Islands of Adventure
Mm.
once because we actually did a show like there. Um, I don't know. There must be like a venue at the theme park
Yeah,
or
I think
something.
so.
But yeah, so we were literally staying like in a hotel in the theme park. So we got free tickets to go
Oh,
in.
wow.
So like before the show in the evening, like a bunch of us all kind of spent the day in the theme park. So yeah, that was cool. So but that's my yeah, that's the only Florida one that I've managed to do.
Okay. And you mentioned you mentioned it your award that you won this year for with Block Party
Mm,
and like you won the award. It was outstanding song collection, right?
yes.
And how was like just going to the award show and like getting the award, and did it feel like rewarding? It's like you got a reward and an award, and you can enjoy
Mm.
it with Kelly right beside you. And like, how was that experience? Just the night in general.
Like like to be honest, I was like dreading it
Mm,
going like prior because I don't enjoy things like that. I find them really kind of anxiety inducing,
mm.
and yeah, in particular, I was terrified that I was going to have to kind of go up on stage and talk in front of everyone, which is my nightmare. Like like even though my job is standing up and performing in front of people every night, that that it's different because
Yeah.
I never talk on stage. Yeah, like public speaking is not my forte. It kind of I wouldn't even do this. Like I wouldn't do interviews for many years. It only
Mm,
kind of like it took me a long time to get like a level of confidence where I was comfortable. Yeah, even doing interviews, but yeah, still. So yeah, still like the thought of going up on stage in front of it was a pretty big room, this thing as well. So yeah, that many people. Um, yeah, I was quite anxious about the whole thing, and I figured Kelly was probably gonna do the talking, but I still had a fear that for a prank he might put me on the spot and hand the mic over to me, which he didn't because I think he knows that I wouldn't have enjoyed that. But yeah, so once it was kind of over, like even like once we'd been up and got the award and then gone back to the table, then it was kind of like like decompress.
yeah.
And then I think like even afterwards, like the next day, I kind of was able to process it a bit more and appreciate it. But yeah, it was one of those things. like in the moment where it wasn't like I couldn't enjoy it in the moment, and everyone else around me was super excited. I think that kind of makes it worse as well, because everyone else is like so looking forward to it. So then it's kind of creating this like pressure of like I need to deliver something. I don't know what I'm supposed to be delivering, but everyone else is excited, so I should be excited. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's a me thing. But it was really cool, and the award is really heavy as well, which I wasn't expecting. Because after they gave us the award, we had to kind of go around and do like lots of photos and interviews and stuff, and was holding this award for kind of like 45 minutes, and I was like, I'm gonna have to put this
That's a
down soon.
workout.
It's really heavy. yeah, I was kind of doing some reps with it. But yeah, no, it was like a really kind of cool moment, and it was. I think it's the first thing we've ever won, but unless I'm forgetting something. But I remember kind of going to a few other award things, and we were nominated, but we never actually won. It was kind of what's the saying, like always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Oh yeah,
Is that,
yeah.
is that the saying? So yeah, it was kind of. But I mean, this one, like, we knew we were winning it as well in advance. It wasn't kind of turning up and not knowing. So yeah, that was nice as well. But yeah, so it was nice to kind of have that moment of recognition. I guess it's not something you kind of like expect or think about. So yeah, it was cool.
Nice. You mentioned you mentioned Kelly would you'd hope he wouldn't prank you. Does he do that often? Like giving you like the mic and make you speak, or like in those any type of like prank like that, or
I mean, like, not often, but he did it. We because we played like a show in London last summer, and it was kind of our biggest ever headline show in London or anywhere, I think. Um, and yeah, and he kind of like called me over to, like, because he was telling people, like, how special it was to kind of be like playing this big show in London where we'd grown up, and yeah, and then he kind of beckoned me over to say a few words, and I just kind of mumbled something incoherently and
I'm sure
then
the crowd
shuffled
went
away,
crazy
as I
though.
do. Yeah, I think they enjoyed it. So yeah, and yeah, I think we all kind of like to prank each other a little. So yeah, yeah, there was always a little expectation that something might happen.
I gotcha. And then next question is I
Mhm.
saw Block Party posted footage doing a rehearsal of The Present, right? Like and everyone was
Mm.
freaking out in the comments for like, "Oh, I haven't heard the song, love the song." It's like it's kind of a deep cut. And is there like a I'm assuming like there's a little you like tease like whether a song's going to be on set list or not with like rehearsals like that. Is there a process like picking certain songs you want like on a tour?
Um, I mean, like, generally Kelly writes the set list every night. Um, we kind of, I guess, in like rehearsal, he'll send a list of like songs for us, everyone to kind of get reacquainted with before we start rehearsing, especially if we haven't played for a while. And then, and obviously everyone is free to like contribute to that list if there's anything that people want to play as well. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the general process, and I guess like we do add things once the tour starts going as well. Like once we're kind of like comfortable, confident that we can play the selection of songs that we've already got, then then if anyone wants to suggest something else, and then if we've got time in sound check, we can run it, and if everyone feels good about playing it, then it might make the set list then. So yeah, that's generally the process of things.
Gotcha. Because I know this is a random little fun fact. I was in the Indianapolis Paramore show, and then
Oh yeah.
in that one you played Positive Tension because
Hmm.
Haley requested it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like you said, as long as you're like reacquainted with the songs, like someone requests it, like you're like okay, like if you're feeling like is the mood's good and they request it, I'm sure you wouldn't deny Haley Williams the
Well,
if she
yeah,
want
yeah.
if she wants the song, but yeah, I thought that was I think that was the only time you played on that tour, so it felt special there.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, because I think we hadn't rehearsed that one for the tour because we were doing yeah, because I can't remember how long we were playing for on those shows. We were doing shorter sets. It was maybe like 40 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, the selection of songs we rehearsed was shorter, but yeah, then like yeah, like Haley requested it, and I think because we had played it in the not too distant past, that everyone like generally kind of knew it anyway, and we had a sound check to kind of go
Mhm.
over it. I guess it's like yeah, if someone requests a song that we haven't played for 15 years or something, and and especially like the lineup has changed in the band, so maybe
Mhm.
some of the people in the band have never played the song before, and and I don't know, there's probably songs that we've never played before, or we haven't played for a long time. So yeah, then in those circumstances, yeah, we're definitely going to need some time to kind of like remember things. I tend to find the old stuff I can mostly still remember straight away because like we played them so many times. We because we toured so much, especially those first few years, and played the songs kind of hundreds of times. So they're yeah, a lot of them for me are kind of muscle memory, but yeah, it depends. I think it's kind of different for everyone. What they can kind of pick up quite quickly, or they're going to have to like listen to and figure out how to play it. Yeah, kind of like you end up having to find like a video of yourself playing something on YouTube to be like, how did I play this? But yeah.
the yeah, because I always I go back to like when Skeleton was first played, like 2016, not like first played, but like a re-request of a fan, and
Mm-hmm.
the crowd like freaked out, and I'm like that's it's such a I like when bands do that where they like not appease the crowd, but they're like here you go, like here's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
wanted, and I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah, totally.
appreciate that because I've seen you guys do it somewhat often. I'd say like if someone does, then say you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a you personally do you have a favorite like guitar riff you like to perform live?
Um,
I know
I mean,
it's
there's lots.
yeah.
Like, I mean, even just obvious things like helicopter.
Hmm.
Like, it's a fun riff to play
Yeah.
as a guitarist. Like, and yeah, the various sections of it are quite fun to play, and it's kind of like it's one of those ones where you're getting a big reaction from the
Yeah, like
crowd,
the first
like
initial. Hmm.
yeah, and and the whole song
Hmm.
because it's one of our most famous and popular songs. So like yeah, the energy of the crowd will always be quite high when you play that, and so that kind of fuels you when you're performing. Um, and like like I've played it, I don't know, probably thousands and thousands of times at this point. So it's kind of effortless to play. Like I
Hmm.
don't need to like worry about it. Like oh, am I going to forget a section, or this bit's a bit tricky, because it's just like, yeah, it's like pure muscle memory, so I can just kind of enjoy it, or I can like improvise a tiny bit,
Mm,
or so on. So yeah, I like songs like that. I tend to enjoy playing more. I think, or like ones where I have loads of stuff to do with my effects pedals. They tend to be a lot more stressful, because then I have
yeah.
loads of things to think about, because I'm like playing the guitar with my hands, and dancing around my feet, and changing settings, and things. And so yeah, the ones where you have to concentrate a lot more tend to be less enjoyable. Whereas yeah, just being able to kind of like rock out on things is like, okay, the pressure's gone on this one. I can just be in it.
Yeah. I know when I went to the Paramore show and you were opening up the Alpha Games riffs specifically, you were
Hmm.
so good. Like just so good live. Specifically, you should know the truth.
Hmm.
And like that one for me, that was it was just good to see live because it was one of my favorites too from the album. So
Oh, thank you,
that was
thank you.
just a little fun quip. And you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned your pedals, right? And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
you're pretty well known for like the rig you got, and for like you use at your live shows. Like when did you start like using like that that big of a rig, and like when did you start being comfortable to be like, okay, I can do this, and like adding more to it and all that?
I mean, from like very, yeah, from the start, I was always very um what's, I don't like pedal
Mm,
orientated. Like yeah, like when I first started playing guitar, I was getting pedals as soon as I could. You know, I couldn't afford much when I was a teenager, but gradually over the years, kind of accumulated various things. So yeah, by the time we first started doing like shows, you know, when we were doing shows like in a pub with like nobody there, I still had a bunch of pedals. Like Kelly and I would both turn up with our backpacks just with pedals and leads. You know, we didn't have an actual board at that point. I don't think I even knew that that was a thing, that you could put the pedals on the board. Like that just wasn't a concept to me. So it was just kind of like, get your bag out, put all the pedals on the stage, put all the leads on, put all the batteries in them, because you didn't even have
dang.
power supply things for them. That wasn't like a thing either then. So yeah, it might only be kind of three or four pedals, but yeah, from the offset. And then I think it was once we kind of started doing it. No, actually, I mean, even when we first started doing like like shows as Bloc Party, and like had a song out, I think, yeah, me and Kelly was still like going out and setting our stuff up, like before we went on stage. And then yeah, because I remember it got to a point where our manager at the time said, "Oh, like you guys need to stop setting your own stuff up. Like it kind of like, it doesn't look professional, and people want to like see you like come out, and then that's the start of the show. Like it's kind of weird, like you guys coming out and setting your stuff up." Um, and yeah, and we were both kind of like quite reluctant to kind of relinquish that, because it's kind of a weird trust thing, because like it's your equipment, and you know how it all works, and you know how it was to be set up, and then you're like handing it over to someone else, and then just walking out on stage, and being like, okay, like, is everything like how I want it? Is it all going to
Mm,
work? Like I haven't tested it or anything. Yeah, like it was quite a difficult thing for us both to overcome initially. And then yeah, then you know, and then obviously you realize, like, okay, like this person, like this is their job. They definitely know what they're doing. Like they know a lot more about this than me, actually. Like, but yeah, just that an initial thing. And then yeah, I guess our our first guitar tech was probably the one who kind of said, yeah, like I'm going to get you some actual pedal boards, like because you've just got all the pedals on the stage, and this is stupid. So, yeah. So then he kind of elevated our game a bit, and then it just kind of grew and grew from there for me.
I that's a good point. I never really thought about how like you would just set it up originally effort, and that makes me
Mm-hmm.
like I know like some like mostly like duos if it's like a producer and like a singer, like the producer would come on stage first, and then maybe the crowd would get like go crazy for a bit, and then they're there for like
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes just like fidgeting and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
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 maybe that like maybe your manager did have a point where maybe like softened how like hype the crowd would like initially get if you all like would come out
yeah,
at
yeah.
once.
I remember like Arcade Fire used to do it. I don't know. They might still do it. I don't know. I haven't seen them for a while, but like they were still doing it themselves. When like they were like a big band, like we were doing like festivals with them, and because there was so many of them, then I guess like I guess there was probably an economic aspect to it of like we're already got 10 people in the band, like we can't have extra people doing this stuff, and there's too much equipment, so I guess it made sense for them. Yeah, I don't know how they do it now. I'll have to investigate that, but yeah, I kind of remember seeing them doing it.
Nice. Uh, I'm gonna transition.
Mm,
Oh wait, I'm just gonna go personal quick and then transition. You'll see it.
mm,
You'll.
mm.
I saw on your Instagram your Japan trip, and like it just seemed so fun. Like it just seemed good. That's one of my places to go, even though I have like a fear of flying. So will I
Mm-hmm.
really ever go there? Probably not. But like, how was that?
Yeah.
Like, how was that your first time in Japan, or you've performed like, have you performed in
Well, yeah,
Japan?
we've
Yeah,
yeah, I've been to Japan loads.
yeah, I thought so.
I can't remember. Yeah, actually, we were doing that because we're going in this summer um, as Bloc Party, and yeah, we was having to do the visa thing, and you had to say like how many times
Mm.
you've been to Japan, and I was like, I can't remember. I've been that many times, which is
Mm.
awesome. Yeah, it must be like at least 15 times. Um, yeah, like we used to go and play like with Block Party there. Kind of like we'd usually do it like twice a year, maybe. Um, but then yeah, the first kind of four albums, and then yeah, and then we hadn't played there for a long time. But yeah, I've managed to kind of wangle other ways of going there in the interim. I kind of made quite a lot of friends and acquaintances on the various trips that we've had there, and so I've had a few opportunities to go to Japan and kind of work with other artists and stuff,
Hmm.
which has been really cool.
Yeah, I was about to say because I've seen I know you worked with Heaven Stamp on your
Hmm.
EP and uh Oyasumi Hologram, right? Was that the
Hmm.
that's the
Hmm.
band? Yeah. And I was about to say, do you have like any like favorite Japanese artists that you like in mind?
Um, I don't.
Like,
Off,
did you know about them before? Like, I'm assuming you had to know Heaven Stamp because you got them on your EP.
yeah, so like with them guys, they were on the same label as us,
Oh,
I
okay.
think, at one point, and so they came to one of our shows, like yeah, probably one of the last times that we played there. Yeah, and then we became friends, and then yeah, they asked me to like come and they were making an album, and they asked me to come and play on their album. So yeah, then I went to Japan and did that and did a show with them as well. And this was a while ago. This was probably I don't know, like 2010 maybe.
Dang.
Um, but yeah, and then we've just stayed friends since then. So yeah, and then actually, they or the singer Tomoya, he does kind of like songwriting as well. with other artists, and I think he was doing stuff with the Oyasumi hologram, and so yeah, I can't remember how it came up, but yeah, they somehow kind of like said, "Would you like to come out and like guest and play guitar for a show?" And I was like, "Yeah, like anytime I get to go to Japan, I'm up for it." But and they were all kind of like lovely and awesome as well. So it was really fun to kind of do something like that. It was like very different experience
Mm-hmm.
from the kind of like the gigs that I'm used to doing. Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect, and actually like the crowd for the show were like bonkers. I like wasn't
Yeah,
expecting it at all.
those
So like
Japanese crowds.
yeah, well, like the shows that like we've done in the past in Japan, and like the shows I've seen, like the crowd were kind of like they'd be like really like excited and kind of shouting and dancing whilst you're playing, and then between songs there's silence, and it's kind of a weird thing for everyone to get to grips with. But then this show, everyone was just going crazy the whole time, and like crowd surfing and like stuff which I hadn't seen before. So and I wasn't, especially as it was kind of like more like a pop music vibe, I wasn't expecting that at all. So yeah, it was good fun.
And yeah, see that transition to your EP, your 2022 EP.
Hmm.
Like for that, did you have any like a song making process like specifically that you like wanted to envision, or did have any like any artists that you wanted on any song specifically, or was just like something different?
No, it yeah, there wasn't really a plan behind it. It was more circumstantial because of the pandemic and
Mm.
the lockdown.
I assume
Yeah, I
that because the
just
cover is basically just like Polaroids and like you just like.
yeah. So
Mm.
none of it like was recorded in person with the people. I think because everyone involved was in other
Yeah.
countries as well, pretty much. Um, so yeah, it was just I'd kind of written a bunch of instrumental songs during the lockdown, and was just kind of like oh, I'd like to do something with these. So then I started reaching out to like people I knew and just seeing who who kind of was up for doing stuff really. So yeah, no, it was just as simple as that really. It was just yeah, just kind of an opportunity, and then yeah, and then it was just sending stuff back and forth, kind of like digitally, and everyone doing the thing from their own location.
Yeah, and the I know Matt Tong's featured on the Kraken, and it was
Hmm.
just easy getting in contact with him. And was there always like talks to like do a song together, even after like the like he went his own ways?
I mean, yeah, no, I don't think there was ever like talks to do anything, but we stayed in touch, like we were still
Mm.
friends. So yeah, and it was just the same thing again, really. I just kind of like reached out to him and said, would you be up for doing something? And do you have the like facilities
Mm-hmm.
to do it? Because he lives in New York. Um, so yeah, no, and he was up for it. So yeah, it was just as simple as that, really.
Yeah, nice and simple. And transitioning back to Block Party, uh,
Hmm.
I know you re-released or just like released it the A Weekend in the City B-Sides. Was there always was there always like we're gonna like release that, or was it just like we finally got like, because I know you had troubles with like the files, or like I don't know the specifics obviously, but like some files were like not as like quality like wise weren't as good as some of the others, or was there always like as long as if we got that situated then we were gonna put it out on streaming? Was there always talks like that, or?
Um, I mean, there wasn't talks. It was just this. It was just this weird thing where because we've had like we never had like global record deals. We've always had like deals by territory, and the way that once kind of streaming started and Spotify and stuff, like then it all got kind of messy, and like gradually like some territory deals were expiring and some weren't, and so the the catalog of music was kind of getting really messed up and incomplete, like depending on where you were. And I think you know it was our mostly our manager really, Colin, because he's he is a big music fan at heart. He's not like cigar smoking manager counting cash in a briefcase. Yeah, I mean sometimes, but no, but he's a big music fan. He's a fan of our music, so he was like probably the driving force for like resolving that. I think, and obviously he had the means to do it as well because he's the one in contact with all the labels and stuff. But yeah, and then then there was like trying to find the actual master copies of all these things, because some of the songs are quite old. No, most of them are quite old. Yeah, they're all from kind of 2005 or six onwards. So there was kind of like finding who actually has the master copies and stuff. So yeah, then it ended up kind of taking a little while to get fully resolved. I think it's fully resolved
Yeah, it's
now,
fully
hopefully.
resolved. Yeah.
Okay, good. But yeah, no, but I'm always keen for people to have access to as much of our catalog as possible. I like, yeah, I don't know, like I even like like the solo thing that we were just talking about. Like I hate having finished music that isn't released. Like it really kind of like eats at me inside. Like it like stuff existing on a computer or a hard drive somewhere that no one will ever hear, especially when it's something that there is an audience for, like like the Bloc Party B-Sides. There is an audience of people that want to listen to those songs. So like I want them to be able to listen to them and enjoy them. That they're not mine anymore. Like we finished them as soon as we finished them, then they belong to everyone else. So yeah, they should be there. They shouldn't. Yeah, it's a weird thing now, because I know a lot of artists, like, yeah, it's hard to access their full catalog at times because of the way like the consumption of music has changed. It's not like, yeah, you don't go into the shop anymore and like there's the library of CD albums or vinyl albums. It's like, yeah, you literally cannot find songs now, which it seems weird in this day and age with the internet. Like you think everything should exist somewhere, and it doesn't, or if it does, it's like it's like bad quality versions on YouTube
Sometimes you
and
gotta turn
so
into
on.
like a
So
detective for some
yeah,
songs.
yeah, like because I remember like doing that when I was a teenager, but it was like, oh, I'm trying to think, like me and some of my friends loved Weezer when we were young, and there was like these songs, and like they literally only existed on vinyl, like a 7-inch vinyl B-side. Like that was the only way like you could hear this song. Like you can't find it anywhere else. Like it's not on the internet. Like the internet isn't a thing. Like so we'd be every weekend kind of going to record shops, like trying to find this like 7-inch and stuff for like months or years even. Like and and now it's not like that, or it shouldn't be like that. Like you feel like, oh, if you just want to find something, it is accessible to you. But yeah, there still seems to be this weird gray area of it isn't quite like that yet.
Yeah, that I've noticed. I have noticed. Like, I know not with you specifically, but yeah, like where you see all the songs on streaming. You're like, okay, like maybe new music fans would be like, okay, that's all their catalog. Like that's it. Boom, it's all on
Mm-hmm.
streaming. And then like, it's kind of like it's almost fun in a way. Just like I'm like, oh my god, Block Party has all these songs, or like
Mm-hmm.
this band has all these songs that are they're just not on streaming, and then it's like a whole new like listening experience because you thought you knew it all, but you didn't.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, and you're right. And yeah, like yeah, because then the flip side is like if your stuff isn't there, someone discovers you, then then they'll probably give up. Like they'll be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, on to the next thing. Like especially how kind of transient music consumption can be now. So it's like it's in your benefit to have it accessible. So yeah, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, I put a lot of friends like that new Block Party. I'm like, yo, listen to this. Like, listen to the present.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to like Cavaliers and Roundheads. That's not on streaming, and
Mm-hmm.
it makes me seem like the coolest guy ever. So I that's just a little quip there. And
Mm.
I think we're approaching the end here, and I just got
Okay.
just little. No, forgot to mention this. Do you have a favorite track on the B sides for Weekend in the City that like maybe you like wanted to maybe push to the actual album or anything or
Um, the I can't remember what it's called. Because it had a different name. I think is it called We Were
We Were
Lovers? It used
Lovers?
to have a
Yeah,
different
I used to have
name.
a different
Yeah.
name.
Um. Yeah. I always really liked that one. That
Yeah.
one was a favorite.
Yeah, that I think that's top 3 for me. I think my favorite's
Yeah.
Rhododendrons. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think last question here, last like real question. I know Block Party have a pretty unique set of catalog of music videos, and I feel like they're pretty like all over. Like you don't know what's like when you see a Block Party music video, you don't know what's gonna happen, and I like that.
Mm.
I like that aspect. Do you have a favorite or one that you like stands out to you?
So there's a few. I liked the Pioneers one. It was like an animated
Hmm.
one. That was kind of the one that I wanted us to make because yeah, like yeah, as we touched on, I'm a big fan of Japan and Japanese culture, and so um, yeah, I kind of like dreamed of having like an anime style video. So yeah, that was kind of I think actually the guys that made it were French, but there's some like parallels with French animation
Hmm.
and Japanese animation. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I really liked that one. I need to watch that again actually because I probably haven't watched it for 20 years now. So, um, and then I liked I think it was the one for Ratchet.
Oh, with
Is
all your music videos just like edited and like
yeah,
swirled. Yeah, Ratchet. I was about to
yeah,
say
yeah,
I think that's the one that the fans stand out because it's just basically putting all the eras like all the eras the fans grew up on and then just like
mm,
just going crazy with it. Like the editing seemed crazy. Like seemed like
yeah,
a
and
tough task.
yeah, just like the one guy who like did it
Yeah.
all like by himself. It's just like okay, like wow,
Like good job.
like
Yeah, good job.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because sometimes I like would say promote it like here's the music video for let's say Virtue or like
hmm
yeah Ratchet, and I get like replies saying what is going on like there's I just I like that how you just don't know what you're in for because
hmm
there's so because you can get like a so here we are where it's just like you guys just walking like in like fall
hmm
day or like Ratchet where it's just like all everything just going wrong and for like I know it's I don't know what's out there. Yeah, one more chance. The where it's just like a storyline
Oh yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
like I saw. Oh, I wish I meant to take a screenshot where it was like there was a guy that had a storyline of like what was going on in that music video because everyone was like what is going on? Because it was just you
Mm.
with like you sitting down and there was a guy like dancing, and then it was Kelly sitting down and there's a like girl, the woman in like the makeup, and
Mm-hmm.
then I think yeah, Gordon's was the girl was possessed,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Matt was the guy playing the drums. So I should have took a screenshot, and I would have asked you if if that was true of the overall theme that this theory was. Because I think
Yeah.
that one I think is number 2 for me. For my, it's
Oh
just
yeah.
yeah, and also the song in general. I just think it's a
Mm.
nice like underrated one, especially from the
No, I think.
Intimacy era.
Yeah, we made the video in America, but I can't remember where it was. But yeah, I remember kind of going to this like dilapidated house somewhere to film it. Like probably East Coast, I imagine. But yeah, I can't remember where it was.
And in the comments, I mean, he could be lying. I assume now he's like, my daughter was the one playing the possessed girl, and like all the guys were so like cool, and like it was like a pretty quick shoot. He was saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh.
I thought that was it's like imagine. I hope he's not lying. I assume he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah. You know, I feel like that's like a running meme
Yeah,
on comments, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
like that was my so and so. Yeah.
And another underrated one I think is I don't it's I saw it was like it wasn't like uploaded like officially or it was like deleted as Truth, where it's like the like
Oh, the
yeah,
trampoline,
and all like the
firework,
paint, yeah, the
cloud stuff. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Paint, paint.
was that did you have to like was it like a one take thing because you're getting like paint all over yourself or like all over yourself, so I assume like or you just like wash it off and like dry off.
Yeah,
I know it was
I,
that's kind of a while ago, so it might be.
yeah. I remember doing it. I think it was in London. I remember, yeah, being on the trampolines and stuff. I don't particularly remember getting covered in stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure if it was a problem or not. Yeah, I can't remember well enough, but I think it was okay. I think it
Yeah.
was okay. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I just think the editing and all like in that one specifically where it's like the editing of the riff and like it'd be like cuts of the riff and then
Mm-mm.
and then the drums. I just think I don't know. I just like the music videos.
Oh,
That's
I'm
all.
glad you liked them.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm gonna not hold you anymore.
No, no worries.
I appreciate the time you taking here during your little intermission for your tour, your one
Yeah,
day
yeah,
off, and
yeah.
I appreciate it. And
Oh, you're
I mean,
welcome. You're welcome.
I'm gonna be there at the Chicago show. I'm making sure I'm front row. I'm gonna
Okay,
be there,
awesome.
and it's an
I'll
outdoor
keep an eye
venue.
out.
That's I think it's the one of the only outdoor venues for the
Oh
tour. I
yeah,
think that's gonna be the weather should be permitting. Hopefully, I know Chicago.
yeah, yeah. I hope
I
so.
know
Because yeah, the one we did in New York was outdoors, and it was so cold. Like I thought it was gonna be hot. I didn't bring a jacket on this tour because
it's
it's
summer. Yeah,
summer in the US. Like it's been hot the last few days, but I mean I was like the coldest I've ever been on stage in New York. So yeah, that you've reminded me that I need to check the forecast for Chicago and possibly go to a shop.
they're saying 40% chance of rain on Sunday.
Oh no!
Yeah, I
What
know.
about the temperature?
Temperature they're saying 78.
Okay,
So it's not gonna be like
that's
cold
good, right?
rain. Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
be like rain. 55%
Okay. Well,
in the area. So we could be in the area that's not rained out. Never know.
yeah. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's all for me.
Okay, great.
Again, appreciate it. Appreciate coming out doing this. I know it was like back and forth on how it was gonna get situated, but I'm glad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad we got
yeah. It worked out better on
yeah,
US
honestly,
time, I
yeah,
think. So
yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. on a
yeah,
on
yeah.
just a random weekday. But again, I'll let you go. Thank you so
No,
much. I appreciate the
cool.
interview, and I mean that'll be it for me. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Take care. See you in Chicago.
Thank you. Yep, I'll see you as
Cool.
well.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.